So let's move on to another big headlining movie. This is a film that's actually getting released this weekend, March 28th. It's Jason Bateman's Bad Words. Jason Bateman, I think, is most well known for playing the lead character on Arrested Development. He's been in a lot of films recently.
Teen Wolf 2.
Teen Wolf 2. We often forget his almost Oscar-nominated performance.
Never forget Teen Wolf 2.
We never forget.
Frankly, I really like Teen Wolf 2, genuinely.
But again, he's been around the block several times. This is his directorial debut. This is something he said he's really been looking forward to for a while, and finally got a script that he felt he could really do some fun with. This is a very, very edgy comedy. This is about a man who discovers a loophole in the National Spelling Bee rules and decides to enter and win at any cost, if that means absolutely intimidating and embarrassing his much, much younger competitors, much to the anger and hate of obviously anyone involved, including parents, the people who run the judging, the people who actually run the competition, which is done by a really nice job, Allison Janney, most famous probably from The West Wing and Juno. This is a fantastically funny film. However, it is extremely offensive. What I like about it, though, is when you do edgy humor, it literally is you have to be on this edge of making people laugh but not falling off that edge into awkwardness, into tastelessness. I didn't find this did that. It skirts the line the entire time from the first joke to the last, and those jokes are fired at a rapid, rapid pace, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed the intelligence of the script, even though it is mostly very raunchy humor.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I saw the trailer a couple months ago when it first came out, and I thought, that's a movie worth seeing. I definitely want to take a look at that.
It is. I could see it getting comparisons to things like Bad Santa, which has, again, a sort of an authority figure who is somewhat taking advantage and has no real moral compass. I would call this much more intelligent. There is also a mystery/drama interlaced very thinly at the core of this. There's a journalist played by Kathryn Hahn who most recently was in We're the Millers. And she is really intrigued by this story. She really wants to understand why this man would do these reprehensible acts to these poor children and win this spelling bee. So she's following him and kind of supporting him. And so there's this mystery involved. I will say, however, when the motivations of Jason Bateman's character are finally revealed, it made me wonder whether or not they were a little too heavy and a little too dramatic, and whether or not it took away from the overall comedy of the film. He definitely has his reasons, and it does make sense, and I will give Jason Bateman credit as well for providing an ending that never betrays his characters. We don't fall into that sort of Hollywood sweet ending, because this is not a sweet story and he is not a sweet man, as he will remind you consistently. However, I wondered if the motivations had not been there, it would have made the story even funnier. But it is an exceptional effort from Jason Bateman on his first comedy, and I think he really made the comedy he wanted to make. I would actually argue this is his best comedic performance to date.
Interesting. A Place for Film is recorded at WFIU Studios in Bloomington, Indiana.